I am not even going to lie. I don't think quarter one went as I thought it would. But first, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shelly, and we talk about wellness and personal growth. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always hanging out with me. It's always a pleasure to have you all here. And please remember to subscribe to my channel and tell a friend to tell a friend. Anyway, back to today's topic. Quarter two, I believe quarter one has come to an end, and it's April, so that means the start of Q2. And I don't know whether you're the person who does once in a year planning the vision board thing at the beginning of the year, January, or you do it quarterly like me. I used to be the vision kind of type of person, but vision board. But then along the way, I think the quarterly planning seems to be working for me much better. Anyway, back to the topic. I don't think Q1 went as I thought it would, because I had plans, I had vision, I had the energy and all. But then somewhere along the way, life just started life in. Everything happened, and some things were just all over the place. And I've been having this feeling for quite a while, that feeling of you're not where you're supposed to be, or I am, further behind, or somewhere like that. But then again, I just thought about it, and I was like, what if I'm actually not behind? I just need to properly reset and realign and understand what is working and what is not. So I think I had to sit down with myself and actually ask myself a very simple question: what am I actually doing? And what is working, what is not working, and what needs to change. And that drove me to my Q2 planning. So I really hope this time it goes much better. I'm not trying to say my Q1 was really bad or terrible. No, it was just decently okay. But I think I could do better. And I had to just sit down with myself and ask myself a simple question: how do I want my life to feel like on a daily basis? Not the aesthetic version or the Instagram version, just the real life on a random Wednesday, on a Sunday evening, morning, how I wake up and feel. How do I want my life to feel like? And I realized I want to feel calm. I want to feel settled. I don't want to feel like I'm constantly chasing or constantly, not aware of where I am and what my life feels like. And I don't know, this nervous state and anxiety of not knowing what to expect next. I am a planner myself. So not having a clear plan of what I want my life to look like feels like, but I'm not trying to say that sometimes things don't go as I planned, and I accommodate that. But then I would rather have things not go how I had planned while I had already planned for them than just wait, and see how it flows. So that has drove to my Q2 planning. And usually I usually use the same for the same format for Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And I usually have like main focuses, and the first thing I'll identify is what is the vision for this whole reset. And I think for me, the main or the vision, when I was deciding the vision, the question I just asked myself, as I said, is how do I want to feel at the end of Q2, or how do I want my life to feel like actually. So I think that is the vision that drove to the whole planning. How do I want my life to feel like, and especially at the end of Q2? And the answer being stable, calm, and settled. I think that was the main point. And then I'll go to career and work, finances, content creation, health and wellness. And then finally, I will bring everything down to my quarterly priorities, or what are the priorities of this quarter. Now that we're in quarter two, what will be my priorities for this quarter two? Yeah. So the main idea of this video or sit down video is just to reset my life, realign and refocus, and try to be on a page that is much better, or be in a space that is much better than I am right now. And I think oftenly when we hear about reset, we think it's about getting, we think it's a bit drama. We make it dramatic, where we think it's a whole new routine, a whole new character, a whole new personality and stuff. But for me, no. I think it's usually just rechecking what is working and what is not. Not basically really changing myself. So for me, it is more just of a soft realignment and stuff. So anyway, without too much talking and stuff, let's get into the conversation of the day, because I don't think we have so much time to be talking about my random stories. Oh my god, guys, I missed you. I really hope you missed me as well as I missed you. I had written some points because I can't. There are things that I don't want to forget. And as I said, I have different main focuses for the planning, and the first one is usually current work. So let's talk work, because this one really affects everything. You know, and from the word go, I had to be honest with myself. Am I actually moving forward? Because that is the question I had to ask myself. Am I actually moving forward, or I'm just being busy? Because these are two different things. These are very two different things. So for quarter two, I'm keeping it very simple, and I am focusing on just three main things to up with that. And I'm also asking myself, what skills do I need to take seriously this time? And this is more of the opportunities that I'm avoiding, the opportunities that would help with my career and stuff, because I've realized growth doesn't always just happen because you want it. It happens when you become intentional about it. And obviously, all of this connects to money, you know. So let's talk finances, because the last few months I've realized I've really had so many gaps when it comes to my finances, in terms of what I'm saving, what I'm earning, what I'm earning, what I'm saving, what I'm spending, and generally my money habits have been really questionable. So I have to be honest with myself and just sit down and think about it, because you know this one can be a bit the topic about money, or the whole concern about money, can be sensitive. I've had moments where I'm like, okay, I need to get serious, you know. So for Q2, I'm asking myself, what do I actually want to earn? And more importantly, what kind of habits does this version of myself have? Or am I also working towards that? Because honestly speaking, it is not just usually about receiving money, it is also about how you manage it. Where is your money going? That could be actually be the problem. So I think that was one thing I had to look at. My money management. How am I managing my money? How where is my money, where are my money leaks happening, and stuff and stuff. And then there's something very close to me and very personal, that is content creation. This is because to know me, to know that I love documenting my life, and this one feels different because I actually love it. I do love content creation so much and genuinely, but then I've noticed I've been very inconsistent. And I don't think, and this is not intentionally, it's more like just things happen, life happen, and I don't plan around it. And I end up not doing what I do, what I love the most, or not allocating enough time to it. So this quarter, I'm not trying to be like too much or stuff. I just want to be myself and just be consistent, you know. Just try to show up as much as I can and try to be available as much as I can, and also create time for it. Because I've realized if I don't create the time, it is going, it is going to be very, 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 very you know, very hard for me, you know. And along the way, I've also had to ask myself, if someone watches my video, how do I want them to feel? If people watch my video, what do I want them to associate me with, or what do I want my brand to be associated with? Because it is not usually just about posting, it is about connecting with you guys. It's connecting with my audience, it's connecting with the people that I post and people who watch my life. Because as I said, it is documenting my life, and I want it to be as real and as me as possible, if that is a thing. And I know I can't show up like that if I am not okay internally, or if my mental health is not good. So this quarter I am really prioritizing my mental health, not in the complicated way, but in just in the small realistic ways possible, like giving myself time to, you know, breathe, you know, going for that walk, resting without guilt, not being so hard on myself, something like that. The soft little things around that will make my life a bit manageable and easy, because I have realized I don't need to be perfect to deserve peace. Even things like movement, I'm not even forcing, or like not forcing intense routines. I just want to move. I just want to move in a way that feels good, you know. Yeah. And honestly, a big part of feeling okay is the people around you. That is my relationships. This quarter, I really want to be careful around the people who I hang out with, the people who are around me and stuff. I have been thinking about the people in my life. I really want to know the people. I really want to be careful about the people who are around me, the people I pour into, the people that pour into me, the people I feel safe around, the people who can allow me to be myself around them, because not every connection is deep, but some should be or some need to be. So this quarter, I want to be more intentional about my relationships. And even beyond people, environments need to be. I have realized my space often affects my mood a lot. So I'm asking myself, what needs to change in my environment? What feels heavy, cluttered, or not just aligned anymore? And if not aligned, I need to let that go. I just need to let that go and not stop bothering myself, because sometimes clearing your space helps you clear your mind. So now I'm bringing everything together to listing the top priorities of them, and listing the top priorities of them of the quarter. What do I want to feel like? What do I want my life to feel like and stuff? And normally I'll finish my evaluation or my research with three basic questions. What am I letting go of? What am I keeping, or what am I, keeping up with that served me well in the last quarter or the last year? And what does success look like for me now? you know so I think that is it. Basically, I think that's it, basically, for my Q2 reset. So it's usually around the most basic questions around every angle of my life. Let me know in the comment section, what do you do? Are you a person who you plan your life so much, or you just let things flow, or just address issues whenever they need to or when they arise? Or do you actually plan? Do you sit down and evaluate what you want your life to feel like, and oh god, how occasionally do you do that? So let me know in the comment section what you feel like and what you do. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and thank you for always staying around and doing this with me. So I hope to see you in the next video. And before we just a video in the next video, I hope to see you in the next video. And before I can log off and say bye, please subscribe. Please subscribe and share this with your friends, and tell them to share with a friend and a friend and a friend. But anyway, guys, it was so much fun hanging out with you. I hope to see you in the next upload. Bye.